Over the years, humans have become dependent on commercial fertilizers for small-scale gardens, but in this video I'm going to show you 5 renewable, free, and easy fertilizers that everyone can use. So make sure you stick around. The number 1 free fertilizer is leaves. Leaves are one of those things that are constantly undervalued. They're a great source of magnesium, phosphorus, and potassium. Not only that, but in the fall the leaves are almost infinite. One of my favorite ways to get a ton of free leaves is to go into the city and offer to rake the yards of people in need in exchange for their leaves. This way you not only get tons of free compost, but you're also helping your community. Leaves can easily be used as mulch to keep weeds down, mixed directly into soil, or you can add them to your compost bin to make some great compost. One of my favorite things to do with leaves is to bag them up, fill the bags with water, and then leaf them by your fruit trees over winter. When spring comes, you empty the contents out around the base of the tree, and it acts as an easy mulch fertilizer combo. Whether you have leftover wood ash from a campfire or from your fireplace, wood ash is a great substitute for lime in gardens with acidic soil. The use of lime and wood ash in gardens is pretty tricky and will depend entirely on your specific soil conditions. It's a bit too complicated to get into in this video, so I will link that video here when I make it. But simply put, you can use it to balance pH and add potassium. The ratio in which you use wood ash is pound for pound the same as lime. Now, wood ash weighs less than lime, so there will be more volume of wood ash when applying, but it's not the volume that counts, but the weight. Grass clippings are a natural byproduct of mowing your lawn. Most people just use them on your yard to compost on their own, but if you're feeling ambitious, you can use them to make a mild liquid fertilizer. You can learn to make this fertilizer pretty easy in this video here, but if you aren't feeling ambitious, you can use them as a mulch to help retain water and stop the weeds. Or you can add them to your compost bin. Grass clippings are nice for adding nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, so they're great for almost every garden. Now this one is not for the faint of heart. Urine is one of those things that a lot of people look down on as a fertilizer, but it's actually a really good source of nitrogen and dissolved phosphorus, so it can easily add a boost to the soil that the plants can immediately absorb, especially during the fruiting season. However, it's not a permanent solution. If your plants are showing signs of nitrogen deficiency, you can quickly mix up some of your own fertilizer to fix that, but you'll probably end up needing to apply it about once every other week. Most plants can't tolerate urine without diluting it first, so for non-potted plants, the solution is about 15 parts water to 1 part urine, and for potted plants, the solution is about 30 parts water to 1 part urine. Now keep in mind that this is just a booster for nitrogen. If you want something that'll last longer, then this next one is gonna rock your world. Coffee grounds are a great source of slow-releasing nitrogen. For this, you can just sprinkle them around the plant for long-lasting fertilizer. Now it's important to note that the grounds shouldn't touch the stems or the leaves of the plant, as there is a chance that it may damage it. It's not very common, but it can happen. If you have a large garden, you may consider going to a local coffee shop and asking them to save the grounds for you. Just make sure to buy a coffee while you're there. It pays to be nice. Coffee grounds can also be used in your compost as green material, but it's important to note that the unwashed coffee grounds might make the soil slightly more acidic, so unless that's your goal, I would recommend rinsing your coffee grounds before applying them. I have heard some rumors that coffee grounds keep slugs and snails off the plants, but I haven't been able to find any evidence to back this up, so I will be testing this at a later date. And you can look for that video in this corner when it comes out. So, to quickly sum up, if you're like me and want to save a buck here and there, just know that there are always a ton of free renewable options for fertilizer out there for everyone. Whether that be leaves, wood ash, coffee grounds, grass clippings, or your own human waste, there's no reason to buy fertilizer when you can just make your own. I hope you were able to learn something, and I hope this video was enjoyable for you. I'd love to hear your own experiences with these 5 free fertilizers in the comments below, and if you'd like more information about any of these, make sure to let me know that as well so I can follow the video. But until I see you in the field, happy hunting!